Here we are at work with the big girl, ready to put it on the dyno. Make sure to like and subscribe, show your support. About to get it out, no doors on her, no bonnet, just brought it in just so we can whack it on, run it up, give it a bit of a shakedown before we go all the way to the bend. Looking pretty with no doors, just sitting here, ready to get run up. Be interesting to see how it goes. But yeah, looking good. The big girl is on the hub dyno. Dad's putting the details into the computer. Just check transmission fluid, put some coolant in the motor, and we just saw the blue car sitting under the hoist over there. That is what we are working on at the moment, but this weekend we're giving this thing a shakedown so we can put it in the trailer and then finish building that motor for the blue thing and hopefully get it somewhat together. There we go, quick run, no boost. I think they got 3 pound wastegate springs in them, so it would have been running, I don't know, 3 pound, not even, didn't rev it too hard. Made 651, so we're gonna have a look over it, make sure she's all good before we go and turn that CO2 on. Alrighty, second pull. 96.9 with no boost. A third and final run with no CO2, so just run a wastegate spring, and we put some tape over the edge. You can see a bit of yellow there, a bit of masking tape over the wastegate pipes just to make sure it blows it off and everything's working as it should. Here we go. That is a lot better instead of the 50 pound curve. So 979 on 10 pounds. So well, we'll see if it actually made 10 pound on the data log, but that's what we told it to target. To be honest, I might be telling Dad when I have to race Caleb next, put 50 pound of boost in her, because that was spicy, that was real aggressive. But he just put a new starter motor on this thing. She was getting a bit tired. She'd had enough. Now ready to give it that run. How much boost now? How much boost now? 10 pound again. We'll have to have a look. Let's see at the data log and see what it actually made. Yes, new starter motor. It'll love it now. Start like a dream, hopefully. Alright, it made 12 pound is what it actually made, and we're gonna do that same setup again. And now that he knows it's all working like a dream, he'll run it out. And let's see, I'll turn this battery charger off. Let's see how she starts. Hopefully like a dream. Up, kill switch as well. Back over here. There we go. Oh, listen to it. Had to tell me we were out of CO2, but he didn't turn the bottle on. Righto. Made 628. He knew something was up, he got off it. Alright, 1024 on the same setup. Everything seems to be working as it should. Okay, so he just informs me, before we made 1068, we just made 1024, but that one we ran on the second set of injectors so we could test them to make sure they're working, and he had 2 degrees less timing, you know, just in case the other injectors weren't working, you know, quite as they should, but everything checks out. Now we'll be able to go for a proper run, and we know that it's gonna be all a-okay. Okay, so both set of injectors are on point. Tez loves it. He's got it all working how it should. We've run it on the first set, we've run it on the second. Obviously the second, yeah, with that 2 degrees less timing, and it didn't make too much less horsepower. And yeah, we'll give her a proper run now. Here we go. Targeting high 20s, like high 20 PSI of boost. And we'll see what it makes. Have to see what happened there. Alrighty, so we lost crank signal. Not good, so we're going to give it another run. We just had a look at all the pins on the sensor and tightened them up a bit, checked a few things, because we put a crank angle sensor in it last time we raced it when we were having them dramas. So we'll see how we go now. Had a look at some other stuff as well. If it's still the same, we'll leave the car here for Monday. It's Sunday at the moment, and we'll get one of the boys at work to rewire it back to the computer, the sensors, cam and crank, and hopefully we'll be good. But hopefully this run we're set. Alright, he did the same shit. 622, made 624 last time. Coincidentally, cutting out at the same point almost looks identical. Righto. Let's see if this fixes it. Well, not at the same point this time, but let's see. Let's have a look at the data log. Alright, so we're going to go through just this side of the motor, put some dielectric grease in the boot, and just on this side, just to make sure that it's not getting any noise with the crank angle sensor wiring, and hopefully, well, we'll see if this is the case. If it is, we might have to put some shielding or extra shielding over the crank angle sensor wiring, but we'll just give it a go. We'll just grab something like that and squeeze it into the end and all around, and see how we go. Going through and getting to all the plug leads and the spark plugs, these 6 boost exhaust manifolds sure make it easy. Make it a dream to work on when everything's hot. Obviously if you still lean or make the wrong turn, you're going to get burnt, or if you lean on the turbo exhaust housing, you'll get burnt like I just did, but make it a dream to work on. We sure get a lot of cars coming through the shop that we have to change plugs on and muck around with, and that is easy compared to a lot of them. Also put a bit of alfoil around the wiring through the back there, so Need to put a filter back on this breather, it's starting to spew a bit out. Right, let's give it another run, see how it holds up. Still going good. We need to put some oil restrictors in the turbo so it doesn't have as much oil getting fed into them on diesel. Just too much oil pressure and it's smoking when you get off the throttle. But it seems to be holding up. Checking the plug now that we've got a couple good runs. Same plug that we had all the backfires. Every run that we've done today has been on this plug. Still looking pretty good. Almost be able to put it back in the box and return it. So we'll put a new one in this cylinder just so we can take it out after the next run and just verify it. Let's get it happening. The old boy doesn't want to run it too hard, doesn't want to do any good power runs because there's no point doing it on the dyno. You're not racing anyone here. We just want to verify everything keeps working right. Ironing out these bugs at the racetrack would have taken, oh, if you're putting 30 minutes between runs, waiting in the station lanes as well, would have taken a whole night of testing just to be able to get to the point of trying to fix it. So I would say it is fixed. We just did 3 decent pulls, all making pretty decent power. More power than it was before, you know. You saw when the crank angle sensor was cutting out before and we were losing signal. And now we're able to run it up and make decent power. A few runs in a row, so we're pretty happy. There's that new plug we put in it. Looking good, so pretty happy with how everything's going now. We're on top of it. Final run. There we go, 1765. So it's making pretty decent power, and you know, Dad always says better off tuning it up, make good power at the track and checking each cylinder individually and going through, putting the effort in there. So that's pretty good power here just for a dyno day on Sunday. All our problems are fixed, which is what we were aiming for. Made 1700 horsepower, which is pretty cool. And yeah, did it, you know, did it pretty well, not leaning on anything, so we're happy. Ready to go to the bend and a few more maintenance items, and we'll be pretty good. In good shape, I would say. Better shape than the last meeting, that's for sure. That transmission will be smoking hot. So, well, not smoking, but she'll be pretty hot. So we'll be losing a fair bit of power there with how hot the oil is. Because we don't have a transcooler, we're just, you know, we're not aiming for that. We're just trying to fix out our issues. We left the transcooler at home. And yeah, so didn't have the trans is a bit hot because all the back-to-back runs. So I would say that's pretty decent. And yeah, we'll start getting it off the dyno, load up, and we'll be able to take this big girl home. Pretty happy. Pretty happy. Not going to have any disappointment, or, you know, we did all we can. We're ready. We've proved that we should be ready. And as long as stuff goes to plan down south, hopefully we have a good, fun weekend. and it'll be enjoyable with the trip down there. We won't be fixing problems the whole time. Alrighty, there's no Pro Charger on the front, and she's no 481X, but little LS is doing us good. 376 cube, I'm pretty sure. 376 cubes, thereabouts. Maybe 377, maybe 375. But definitely somewhere there. Not over 380, I can tell you that. So, pretty cool. Race bag is packed. VH is ready after the dyno session. Like and subscribe. Thank you guys for your support. And the window is out so I can climb out when it's in the trailer because it is a tight fit. And like, subscribe. See you in the next video.